just got, we had every problem, everything. Literally, we literally just did you. Literally. Yes, literally. You called me. Okay, and who does that? Who does that? I don't have. Okay, so I did that because I thought I saw. Yeah, but I. Okay, but I'm live. Okay, awesome. Yay! Oh gosh, I work. Oh yeah, yeah. No, I. The only thing that. Okay. Oh, show display. Okay, good. Thank you. All right. All right. So we're live. Only getting my channel audio. Really? Well, we're live now, so but we're not broadcasting anywhere. But
The vision for the Napa Valley Center for Spiritual Living is to create a world that works for everyone, a beloved community, by living intentionally, loving unconditionally, and seeing God in all people and all faiths. We know that all humans on this planet seek to have a deeper connection with something beyond them, as well as with each other. But in the last few years, we've been more disconnected religiously, socially, emotionally, and especially now with a pandemic and social distance and masks we're wearing. Climate change has created fires and floods, and we're behind fences. We walk and march and advocate for rights for women, for climate change, for Black and brown lives mattering, all marginalized people, for equality and justice and equity. I also know as a center the consciousness and the energy is more than just marching. It is about engaging spirituality, conscious activism in the world, so that we find within ourselves a deeper connection with spirit and with all people, because we know we are all one. We are reflective and introspective. We meditate. And I know in groups when we meditate, it's even more powerful. And when we gather for services in person or online, and for classes to deeply connect with each other, and even if those are on Zoom also, we find this deeper connection and find the truth within us. And it is this truth we recognize that every person is a divine being. And we see that divinity in them. We love them for who they are, even if they are in apparent opposition. All races, all faiths, all orientations. We know that we are one in spirit, and this key principle is key to our activism. We have a joy in life because we're celebrating life in the community that we are in together. We recognize each other, we see each other, and we celebrate that life. We also join together to know the light that is within all people, and as I mentioned, creating this world that works for everyone and lifting up the consciousness of this planet. We do more than just gather as a community. We reach out, we include, we embrace, and we know the truth of all people, that we are one. Thank you for supporting our center today and all days. And so it is. The vision for the Napa Valley Center for Spiritual Living is to create a world that works for everyone, a beloved community, by living intentionally, loving unconditionally, and seeing God in all people and all faiths. We know that all humans on this planet seek to have a deeper connection with something beyond them, as well as with each other. But in the last few years, we've been more disconnected religiously, socially, emotionally, and especially now with a pandemic and social distance and masks we're wearing. Climate change has created fires and floods, and we're behind fences. We walk and march and advocate for rights for women, for climate change, for Black and brown lives mattering, all marginalized people, for equality and justice and equity. I also know as a center, the consciousness and the energy is more than just marching. It is about engaging spirituality, conscious activism in the world, so that we find within ourselves a deeper connection with spirit and with all people, because we know we are all one. We are reflective and introspective. We meditate. And I know in groups when we meditate, it's even more powerful. And when we gather for services in person or online, and for classes to deeply connect with each other, and even if those are on Zoom also, we find this deeper connection and find the truth within us. And it is this truth we recognize that every person is a divine being. And we see that divinity in them. We love them for who they are, even if they are in apparent opposition. All races, all faiths, all orientations. We know that we are one in spirit. And this key principle is key to our activism. We have a joy in life because we're celebrating life in the community that we are in together. We recognize each other, we see each other, and we celebrate that life. We also join together to know the light that is within all people, and as I mentioned, creating this world that works for everyone and lifting up the consciousness of this planet. We do more than just gather as a community. We reach out, we include, we embrace, and we know the truth of all people, that we are one. Thank you for supporting our center today and all days. And so it is.
be glad to help you with that. There's some bidding on certain things. There's some high bidding, some competitive bidding. Other things, there's hardly anything bid for them. So look for something you like, and if you want to bid low, look for the thing that doesn't have any bids. But we're at 4:30, the silent auction will close, so just be aware of that. We also have the spin to win over here for $10. You get a spin on the wheel, a chance to win prizes if you land on a certain square. And so if you're interested in that, you can meet me over at that table. So thank you very much. everybody out and enjoying our beautiful courtyard. Just a couple reminders here while you're mumsing around, enjoying this wonderful wine. The silent auction will close in about an hour, so if you want to bid on something or you want to rebid on something, now is the time to do that. Also, if you want to, we're going to have a live auction in about an hour, and there's some incredible prizes. If you added up all the value of the live auction, it would be over $5,000. So some individual items, tours, and lobster feast, and wonderful wine. So if you get a chance to come look at that, to think about whether you want to bid on any of that. So thank you for being here today, and we'll continue in just a little bit. We'll start the program. Greetings, everybody. We are about to start our program, so I would love for people to come, bring chairs in, come a little closer, gather around. Think of this as being the classroom. We've been out at recess, so now it's time to come in and have a seat or stand up around here. And we've extended a cord out here, out to the camera, so be aware of that. We're streaming on to virtual, so the people who weren't comfortable coming to an in-person event or they were out of town in a different locale, that they're able to watch the program as well as be a part of the auction if they so want. So we'll start in just a minute, but how are we doing here? So what happened? Did it came unplugged?
Yeah, Phil. Yeah.
Back up? Okay. We have a support team not only over here, but online we have other people helping us out. So when something goes off on the stream, I get like 10 texts. They're still coming in, yeah. So it's okay, it's all good. Well, I just want to do an official welcome of all of you. It is delightful to have everybody here in every place. My name is Reverend Jay Lang. If we haven't had the chance to meet, welcome to you. This is delightful to be in this courtyard, to be at the Napa Valley Center for Spiritual Living, as well as in this valley that we rest in, that we stay in, that some of us live in or work in, or just have our being in whenever we are here. I feel grateful to be here. I also recognize this as sacred land. A sacred land that has been inhabited for 10,000 years, if you can imagine that. People have been living in this valley, in this area, particularly where the Napa Creek meets the Napa River. So right in this area, there were indigenous people that lived and prospered and had a wonderful life fishing and hunting and growing crops. And for probably, I don't know, almost short of 100 years, it was a good place for everybody. But then there was a few people, and I don't want to dwell on that too much, but just to say that there were a few people who wanted to control the natural resources, the natural environment here in this valley. And it became a place where people didn't feel like they belonged, didn't feel like they had a place here to grow up and to be prosperous, that limited. So it's part of our vision and mission, as well as partnerships with other nonprofits and businesses, wineries, food restaurants that we partner with, other nonprofits, that we're creating a world that works for everyone. A beloved community that we start locally. We start with the community we have here, with the Napa Valley as a whole, creating a place that works for everyone, not just a few people, but for everyone. And doing what we can to do that. And we do that, and we appreciate you being here because your support. Speaking of silent auction, just let you know that closes in half an hour, 4:30, coming up really quickly. So if you have something you're bidding on. And just being here supports this cause for us to continue to do events. We did a 9/11 commemoration with our interfaith group last weekend. And it was covered by the NBC News. It was a beautiful ceremony with all different faiths and different. So that's a kind of example of classes and events that we do, workshops, as well as community action that directly helps people remove barriers or opens the door for them to live a more abundant, a more fulfilled life, to let go of anything that holds them back, to empower them to live a happy and prosperous life. It shouldn't have to be so hard just to be in a place where you feel like you belong, and that you have the freedom to be who you are and who you are seeking to evolve through. So thank you, first of all, for being a part of this. And thank you also to all the volunteers that have spent hours and hours setting things up, from the production to setting up the wines, to inviting wineries, to cooking food, to setting up tables, to donating items and bidding on items and setting all that up. So first of all, I'd just like to give all our volunteers a round of applause. And also this program, and yes, we will get to the live auction. I know there's some excitement building about a few things here, but we'll get to that in a minute. But I really want to honor a few individuals today who have partnered with us or done work on their own in creating this idea of a beloved community, a community where everybody belongs and everybody has an opportunity, or at least more people have that opportunity to live a fulfilled life, to live an exceptional life, an extraordinary life. And so I'd like to, in a minute, I'm going to call each of those people up and talk about them and give them a chance to speak a little bit, because I think it's worth it to have them. But I'm going to begin today with Charlie Toledo. If she could come up here. Charlie Toledo is the founder and executive, is that what you call yourself? Or the leader, the chief, how about that? Of the Suscol Intertribal Council, which is bringing several tribes together. And what's interesting is for many years they thought that the tribes, the indigenous people, had left the area and were no longer here, but they just integrated into society, partly because of safety, I hate to say. And so what I love about Charlie's work that she's doing is that she's bringing back these traditions and the pride of being a Native American. And part of that pride and part of the work she's doing is bringing back the rituals that were long lost or could be lost if we don't keep practicing them. So I'm inviting her to begin today to offer us a blessing for this event.
I was thinking I was going to bend down to that really low microphone. I thought, boy, that's easier than this one. Okay, so thank you for that gracious introduction. I appreciate it. And we're here at the oldest continuously inhabited place in North America. Right here, as Reverend Jay, said, the confluence of Napa Creek and Napa River. On behalf of my own ancestors, the Towa people, but also the people on whose bones we stand on, literally stand on. The Onisati, the Patwin, the Miwok, the Ohlone, the Pomo, the Numlaki, and the Wailaki. And these people were never lost, and the tribes, the traditions and languages weren't lost, they were hidden. And so, I'm just part of a very large movement of it's safe to come back out of hiding. So that's what we've done. I'm going to offer just a blessing song, a woman's warrior song. I was going to offer a water song, but I sang that today, and it's a little harder to sing. I still don't quite have the practice of singing it in public, but oh, hey, 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 ah-hee-yo, yah-hee-yo, hey, hey, yah-hee-yo, yah-hee-yo, hey, hey, yah-hee-yo, hey, 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 ah-hee-yo, yah-hee-yo, hey, hey, yah-hee-yo, yah-hee-yo, hey, hey, yah-hee-yo, hey, 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 yah-hee-yo, yah-hee-yo, hey, hey, yah-hee-yo, yah-hee-yo, hey, hey, yah-hee-yo, to the star system and back. Oh.
Charlie, you could stay up here.
Oh,
while you're
okay.
here. So I also know that her work is sacred work, and it's a lot of talking, education, telling the same stories, because sometimes we don't always hear those stories. And so she is very patient with us who don't know these stories, and we appreciate that patience and that deep spirituality you have with you as an Indigenous woman. And so we just appreciate that and continuing to lift up the stories of Indigenous people here. So with that, we want to honor you with a certificate.
Okay, put my drum away.
Okay.
That's okay, I got it. I'm not sure if I can do it easier than others. So do we talk there or wait till everybody's up there? Okay. And then I'll just go back down.
Yeah.
Okay. The logistics. So should I stay over here?
So you should stay right there with your microphone, yes. Or do you want to hold one?
No, I think I can reach up.
Okay.
It's
We
hard
just wanted to give her a few minutes to talk about her work and honor that which she's doing.
And I was joking around with everybody, how to sum up a lifetime in 3 minutes. I've done it before, but, it's usually a little more specific. And I love that this, fellowship is here at this confluence. We were across the river for 17 years, and it was the first, sweat lodges that we were doing. So we had to, we're the only ethnic group in the world that has to contact the police and the fire department before we can pray. So I have a very close relationship with the fire chiefs and the sheriff's department and the chief of police I've had for a long time. But I started my path as a peacemaker when I was about 3 years old. At 16, we started taking on the war situation, and that's when I started having contact with the FBI. Up until about 10 years ago, I got to have contact with a lot of units. But I think that we all reach for, what is becoming in very tumultuous times that we're at with the pandemic and all of the, what we call earth changes. We're being challenged, to be the most that we can be. And this is a community here in Napa. We've faced a lot of disasters. This community comes together. I know that we all, in our hearts, carry the ideal of inclusivity and equity. It's not a reality yet. We've got a long ways to go. We literally stand on the bones of the people, and when we're talking about things, it's easy to talk about over there. Over there it happened. No, it happened right here. We are standing. There are mass graves all over Napa from the people that lived here for over 10,000 years continuously. They did not wander away. And so on behalf of them, I've wandered around the world to a lot of war zones. I've been doing human rights work actively with the UN and other NGOs, they're called, in the international community around the world. Human rights for women and children, indigenous people of the world. So it's taken me to, Korea, Afghanistan, East Africa, Ecuador, Mexico. Several times we're doing lots of cultural exchanges with Mexico and South American countries. And here in Napa, we purchased a land base in 1998 to be one of the places that's dedicated to unity. Initially, we thought unity of all tribes, and then we thought, well, no, that's too kind of, exclusive. Unity of all people, but then the lizards and the birds and the coyotes. And it's now, for the last 20 years, has been dedicated to the unity of all life. And I think that if we all just have that in front of us every day, the unity of all life, how do we share this earth better than we have the last 50 years? It's not that long ago that we have to remember. And so may we all come to that place, and we pray every day. I do, and people that really know me know that where I go, and I had to learn songs because I realized people that do political work don't sing, and then we'd be in New York City at the UN or in New Zealand, and they say, sing a song, and I'm like, ooh. So I did start learning a lot of songs. So thank you so much. It's such an honor.
Thank you. Makes us humble when we hear all that she's done. So next, I would like to welcome our former mayor of the city of Napa, Jill Techel. I first met Jill as I was part of the leadership Napa Valley. And I was so impressed with her and her ability to kind of guide us through how to be leaders. And then as the more I learned about her, it's amazing the amount of work that you've done over, do we say how many decades? Lots of decades.
Yeah, I know.
Starting with the school board and then the city council and then the mayor. And it got to be, to tell you the truth, no one would run against her because I knew they would lose. So it was... it's a delight how much work you've done with equity and affordable housing. It was under your leadership where we raised the first pride flag at City Hall. It was such a glorious day. I was there when it was raised, and you were there pulling the cord to raise it up, and it was so wonderful. And has always been an advocate and a voice for marginalized people. So we just appreciate Jill and all that you've done. So thank you.
Thank you. So I too got the prompt about 3 minutes, and I'm a politician, so it's like, yeah, okay. But I first want to thank you. It's nice to be included in this amazing group. I was talking to Brad earlier today, and I think we've got like 4 decades of service to this community, and we still get excited about talking about where we've been and where we're going. I appreciate that you're celebrating progress and steps that have been taken. We're never there. But we're taking steps, and Napa is a very different community than the one I moved to in 1971, and that's a good thing. So through different times, I've taken on different roles, and I'm just going to share a few on my path to talk about cultural diversity. I started a leadership program at Maya Kamas Affordable Housing Project back on Von Brandt Street, and we brought the neighborhood together along with the members and the residents that were living in Von Brandt in order to create a community and to create leadership. And the program was designed and delivered in Spanish, and I had an interpreter interpreting for me so I could hear and understand what was going on with the group. That was a very good experience for me to understand a bit what it was like to live in a community where English was the major language and they were not as fluent in English. And so that was a great opportunity. We bonded. We got to the point where they got ready to graduate, and we were at their final meeting, and they said, Jill, you know, this is Mexican Shout Day. Can you lead us in a shout? And I went, well, I was honored. That was so neat. I get to do this. So I got up and boldly said, hip, hip, hooray. And it was dead silence. Because apparently what I should have shouted was Viva Mexico. Which I did, and then we were connected. But it's so connecting is one step at a time. I joined the school board. We needed to provide programs for the changing the needs of Napa, and the bilingual program at Westwood was born. That program was very successful and had additional benefits that I saw one year. We were down lighting the Christmas tree, and Ballet Folklorico had always come and been part of that ceremony. This year, after the bilingual program at Westwood, the ethnicity of the group from Ballet Folklorico was very diverse. They had really expanded, and being at Westwood, the other students there wanted to be part of it, and Ballet Folklorico accepted them, and I thought that was another step forward for the city of Napa in diversity. And in 2016, after Trump was elected, there was a need for people to feel safe in Napa. There were people that were really scared. Police Chief Potter and I were invited by Father Mora of St. John's, and we went to 5 weekend masses in Spanish at St. John's so we could share our message that the parishioners were part of Napa and we were not part of immigration. So these are just individual things and small things, but they move the community forward. We all have a part to play. So let's continue the progress. And again, thank you for letting me be here today.
Here's your certificate.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Jay.
Yes, and Viva la Mexico, right? Thank you, Jill. I wanted to make sure and include Jill with this because she retired during COVID, and I don't know, was really truly honored in the way she deserved to be honored. So let's give her another round of applause. And next, we wanted to honor Maria Cisneros, who's the principal of Valley Oak High School, for the work that she did in encouraging people of all races who struggled in school, who were divergent thinkers, but found a way to be successful at this high school here in Napa. And it's wonderful how she, it's our vision to empower people, all people, not give up on anybody. She wasn't able to be here today because she was receiving another award in San Diego, but we do have Stephanie Lamarca here to accept on her behalf.
Thank you so much.
So Stephanie is the counselor at Valley Oak High School, and she too is doing this work. So we acknowledge you too.
Thank you very, very much. So yeah, I am a counselor. I've been a counselor in the district for 21 years, and very honored to be here for Maria. She would love to be here, but she is getting an award for our school. Valley Oak's being honored as a model alternative high school, and she's accepting that award down in San Diego. So otherwise, she would definitely have been here. I am so honored to be here to accept this award for her because she's been not only an amazing colleague of mine for 21 years, but a good friend. And I'm wondering if I can just ask, how many of you know Maria Cisneros? Yeah, I thought I would see quite a few hands go up. She is so involved not only in our schools as just an amazing champion for young people. When I started as a counselor at Napa High School, she was a new administrator. She'd been a high school counselor before that. And I remember her fighting for English language learners. That was one of the things I remember most when I first got to know her. She was an immigrant student herself, an English language learner when she came to the States. And she was fighting to make sure that all students had access to honors classes, advanced placement classes, just constantly pushing for equity, cultural diversity, and just doing what's right for students in this community. And she's an amazing role model. I think she's helped so many youth in this community, and she sits on so many boards. She is so involved, I can't even keep up. She's been president of the Hispanic Network Society, worked with the police department. She's just very, very committed. She walks the walk when it, comes to putting the hours in to help with equity, diversity, and just building a community for all. When you were talking about a beloved community, I really thought of Maria, because she helps build it, and I think she is beloved in this community. She wanted me to say a couple things for her, so I'm going to refer to my phone. She said, "Please let them know that my work stems from my personal experience and the inequities that I saw growing up. I've taken it to heart that all means all, regardless of who the students or the community members are. And please let them know how honored I am and thankful for my nominators." So I think it was Frances Ortiz, who nominated. So she wanted to thank her as well. So again, I'm grateful to accept this on her behalf.
Well, thank you. Thank you, Stephanie. So you can begin to see the pattern here of these people that I would call difference makers. And the next person I would like to invite to the stage is J.T. Thompson. Moisture in the air, that's good to feel. Maybe the wind, not so much, but. So I first met JT when he started a celebration of Black History Month here in Napa Valley, which is kind of difficult to do, I would say, because people don't know what that means here, and we haven't had a big history of that. And maybe we could just drop some of the art down to the ground. I think that might be best. To the table top there. There's some gusting going on here. But I sure appreciate that, and it was great for me to experience not only people in this valley, but in other areas you invited to be part of that, and eating traditional foods and just talking to people, and it was mind expanding for me. So I appreciate you doing that. And now, is it like 4 or 5 years you've done that?
Yes.
Yeah, so that's great.
6 years this
Great.
year.
And you started a new project, so I'm just going to hand it over to you and to talk about the things you're working on, worked on, or are working on. Thank you.
Thank you, Jay. Thank you. Yeah, it's just like Jay said, so I'm originally from Oakland, and so when I moved down here, I was just looking for things to do for Black folks and, for Black History Month, and I realized that there was really nothing here in Napa and Napa County in general. I think there was a couple of things at the library, but I decided to do something on my own. And so the first couple years, I had a Black History Month dinner at my in-laws' house, and it was pretty successful for both years. And so folks were starting to encourage me to extend it and invite folks from the public. And so we did that for a couple more years, and it was great. And we have folks like Jay and other folks like Pete Shaw at Crosswalk as well, where we had the last event in person, and we are scheduled to have that again in February, because last year we did it online. So I think we had great turnout all the times that we've had it, and I think just to look back at it, folks they were waiting for something like this to happen, and I think there's not a lot of Black folks in this county, and I think there's a lot of native Black folks from here that's no longer here, and so I just decided I need to do something, and so it's been going on, and I'm hoping that it can go on for the long run, and because of that event, I've been also part of other projects addressing inequities and inclusion and diversity. And so with the First Five Network, ran Rainbow Action Network as well. And so so I believe it's definitely important. I think when I came here, there is this inclusivity piece where folks opened the door for me, whether if it was recreational basketball. Had my coach Brad over there, won a couple of championships, but but just the small things. I think we can address diversity, inclusion, and equity, just the small acts. I understand that the big system things are super important, but sometimes those small interaction, those small eyes are just as important than the big interventions, right? And so I think we all have room for that as well. And so I also work for the Healthy Human Services, so I'm finally kind of in the community, working in the community, living in the community, and there's a lot of other challenges out there too as well. And I know that I like to focus on the anti-Black racism because it's real, and I see folks living with mental health illness as well that's real. And so, and there are folks who look like me in this county that are struggling with it as well. And so, so that's something that I want to address as well. And so I'm hoping that you all can be part of the Black History Month event coming up in February. I believe it's February 5th at Crosswalk. It's a great time. A lot of fun dancing, a lot of food, a lot of art, activities and art for the kids as well. And so I will give Jay that information, and you can holler at Jay and get it, or also Crosswalk as well. Okay. But anyway, thank you so much.
Thank you for all you're doing. So we'd like to give you this certificate of special recognition, and we appreciate it so much. Thank you. Yeah. And last but not least, Brad Wagenknecht is our last honoree. You knew you were coming up soon, yeah. I appreciate Brad in so many ways. He's part of our community, and yet we share him with the rest of the community because everybody knows Brad. Everybody. I mean, you talk to, when I first moved here, I just thought, oh, there's this guy in our community, but then you talk to people, you realize he's connected to everybody. And I remember one of the first experiences I had of you spent a night outside with homeless people, just camping. I could see you camping. It's not that, but camping, I would be intimidated to do that, but you wanted to experience what it was like to be homeless. And the only way you're going to know that is to experience it that way, to walk a mile in their shoes. And he was willing to do that. And so much of these things with equity, with affordable housing, with all the things you've done. And I'm so happy. And I know you're not going to run for re-election. So let this be the first of many times that you are honored for the times of service you did here in Napa County. Thank you. Let's give him a round of applause.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, that is true. I had in my mind that last year Jill was going to just be doing the circuit. Every week was going to be another event for her, and then we screwed up the world, and she didn't have any events. But her council did a good job of taking care of her, and I don't think she missed a beat. But there was that you would have gotten the full victory lap of doing this. Jill and I have known each other for a million years, as she says. We worked on designing parks together with her kids, and there's a little Browns Valley Park from across the street from Browns Valley School that has our fingerprints all over it. But she's done so much more with us. Charlie has been an advocate all the time, strong advocate for the preciousness of our earth, and I get that advocacy all the time. But she also, she comes and she's spoken to classes that I've had, and she puts her body out there to do this. JT is, as he says, the important job that JT is my power forward for my basketball team. Not for his 3-point shooting, though. I can shoot 3 points better than he can. But something that's going to be very important for us coming up in the near future is we hired, our Health and Human Services hired JT to be part of our mobile mental health team, going out and working with people. So we don't have just one answer, call the police. We have another answer, and they're working hard to get that put together and come out there. I'm so excited about that. Yeah, that's worth it. And he will be priceless in that position. And Stephanie is a cool ass dude on her own right. She was my youngest son Max's. There you are. My youngest son Max's favorite person at Napa High, and he just loved. I'll have to mention that I saw you today. He was telling me that Death Cab for Cutie didn't play last night because so he's in Philadelphia being a social worker now. So
There you go.
this. 90% of what gets us elected on the Board of Supervisors is land use. You see that's a headline all the time. I've always thought that 90% of the job is not land use. It's the Health and Human Services, it's the library, it's all the other things that we do that's so good and so important in this area. I'm kind of, in some way, I'm nervous about leaving. I've got a year and a half almost. I'm nervous about leaving, but I'm also excited because, when you're governing, you got to pay the bills, and you got to work with the others, work and play well with the others that we're working with, and you can be more of an advocate outside of being elected. We'll see Jill out there stomping, and she's still got to work with educate leaders, so she's still got a legitimate job. But I'm kind of looking forward to being able to be an advocate. When I was young, because I got elected when I was 30, so when I was young, I was an advocate for things, and and it is good. It's pushing the whole community, hopefully in the direction they really needed to go in the first place. So thank you for recognizing me, and it's fun, and I look forward to the future.
Here we are, your special recognition of humanitarian work. Thank you. Thank you, Brad, so much. So grateful to have him. So let's give just a round of applause for all 5 of our honorees. Thank you. And you just have, it may be finished already, the silent auction. Okay, we got 1 more minute of silent auction, and that's it. I think some of the stuff have fallen over, so we'll extend that. And then we, so last call on the silent auction. And then we want to call our auctioneers up here. Where did they go? There they are. So we have our guest auctioneers. What? Okay, go. We're going to pause for just a moment. Sometimes we need to pause for refreshment, and sometimes we need to return to our comfort zone. So just give you a little more time on the silent auction. live auction here in just a moment, and I want to let you know there's a lot of food over here. A lot of food, and we were planning on you guys coming hungry, and evidently you had lunch, and now you're just lounging around thinking, well, you got work to do over here. There's food to eat, so come on, get busy. And then I'm going to bring our auctioneers up here just to tell you a few things that are on the list if you've not seen them. I'm going to bring my microphone over here. So can I get number 2 on? Where's number 2? So the items in the auctions are pretty amazing. You know, last year we had a lot of trips, and a lot of people couldn't go on that trips because of COVID. So it's really nice that we have some really nice value. There's only one trip in here, and it's not too far. So it's to Mexico, and you have your choice of 6 different resorts to be at. So you can choose where in Mexico you want to go, your choice of weeks. We've also got a very amazing collection from Stag's Leap Wine Cellars. And we have, if you're a person who likes to collect wine, we have a way you can add a half a case to your collection with just one bid. 6 bottles. They're all premium wines from a wine dealer who travels around the world and gets wine given to him. So he's given us this. And then a lobster feast for like 16 people. They come to your home with the lobsters. How can you beat that? So here we go. You've got 2 microphones. You want to? Okay, this is Marv and Kathleen Leitner. Let's give them a round of applause.
Oh, yeah. Where are you going to be sitting, Jay? I see your paddle.
Okay, does everybody have their card?
Little paddle. Oh.
There we go. Okay. So first of all, everybody hold up your card. Okay, right side up, if you would. Thank you. So this is how you're going to bid.
He forgot his glasses, so be sure. Yeah.
Thank you. So anyway, so this is how you're going to bid, right? Just raise your card and we'll recognize you. So, Jay, you just bought 2 trips and a, yeah.
Do you have your paddle?
Right here.
That's it? Oh.
Right there. All right.
Whenever he's ready.
Go for it.
Oh, we're ready. Okay, we're ready. Okay. The first item is a LVE Napa Valley Sparkling Brut Blanc de Blanc. It's a 2016. Now, if you've heard of John Legend, the musician, this is his winery. And so the LVE stands for Legend Vineyard Exclusive. And if his wine is any good or just as good as his music, you're in for a treat. So this 2016 Brut Blanc de Blanc is bright and fresh, opening with citrus and white flower aromas. Notes of agave and creme brulee open on the palate, accented by almonds and bruschetta. This beautifully balanced wine has long finish and with essence of clementine. And this is our auctioneer, Marv's debut auction performance. So he's never done this before.
Well, don't worry. Last night I went on YouTube and I watched several livestock auctions. So this first lot is a wonderful little heifer who is the result of a rodeo bull that was for 15 years, was never ridden for the maximum 8 seconds, and a sweet little Napa cow who won the 4-H open category at the Napa State Fair about 5 years ago. So this is a great one.
No.
And we're going to start the bid at
Well, this is valid. This wine. Oh.
$1 million. Oh, wait, the wrong one. Okay.
So this wine is valued at $75.
And we are going to open the bid at $1. Oh, number 132, $1. Anybody else? 131. $2. Now we're looking for $3. $139. Looking for $4. $132. $5. $132. We have a bid. $5. $132. Anybody else? 108. How much? $25. Okay, we got 25. Anybody go 30? Anybody go 30? It's just a $75 bottle of wine. $30. 30.
Oh, we got two.
Wait. Okay. Sometimes we may have to take a little break because we have online bidding as well, and they're about 5 or 10 seconds behind us. So, Brad Wagenknecht bid 30. Now we have 35. Okay, 162. $35. 35. Let's see 40. Anybody got 40? Who's going to bid 40? Bid 40. We're looking for 40. We're looking for 40.
Value of $75.
Am I raising that right?
Right. Wait, 108 for $40. Okay, we have a $40 bid from 108. Okay, we have 40 now. 3,035. Yeah. Yeah, we have a $40 bid from Brad Wagenknecht.
What number was that, Adam?
40. Anybody 45? Looking for $45. 45. $75 bottle of
John
wine.
Legend. He's a
John
legend.
Legend.
What one?
We have a 40. Oh, 131. $41. $45. $45 from 131 right over here. Okay, anybody looking? 131. 131. $45. 135. No, it's a white wine. It's a white brut.
Sparkling
Blanc de Blanc.
Blanc de Blanc.
Blanc de Blanc.
Sparkling one.
Okay, 45, 45, 45. Anything online? 45, okay. Okay, we're at $45, $50 for 112. Thank you very much for your bid. We have one at 50. Now we're looking for 55. Anybody 55? Anybody 55? It's a bargain at 55. Okay, well we've got $50 over here for 162. No, 112. 112. 112.
Is that Colleen?
We're going $50. We're looking 55. Anybody? Okay, we're going to close this out. All right, $50 going once. $50 going twice. Sold to 112 for $50. Thank you, ma'am.
All right.
Thank you, Colleen.
All right. Our next item is from Playground Cellar. So that ought to be a lot of fun. All right. It's a 2013 Cabernet Sauvignon, Howe Mountain and Magnum. This Napa Valley Howe Mountain is deep and dark ruby red. After a couple of hours, I read this online, after a couple hours, we'll open with some sweet spices and dark brambleberries, a touch of herbs on the palate, raspberries, lilacs, lavenders, and a little vanilla, and has a dark and long finish with some darker spices. And this is valued, remember it's a Magnum, for $170. And the starting bid is $30.
All right. 131. 30. Thank you very much. 31. Okay. All right. $40. 148. $40. $40. It's a Magnum. 2 bottles of wine. 162 for 40. 50. All right. 50. We're up 156 for $70. Okay. We got 70. Anybody 80? We're going 164. $80. Thank you.
181. How much?
80. For $80, okay, 181 for $80. $80. Anybody 90? It's a $170 value. From Napa Zone. Anybody online? We've got $70? $80. $80. 181 for $80. Anybody 90? Anybody 90? 156 for $90. Thanks, sir. Okay, we've got 90. Anybody make it 100? There we are, $100, 181. Okay, we're looking for 110. We're looking for 110. Okay, who's going to bid at 110, 110, 110? Okay, we've got 100. We're just looking for 10 more, 110. Anybody? Oh, there we go, 156, 110. 110? Okay, we've got 110 for 156. Looking for 120, looking for 120, looking for 120. Anybody? Oh, there we go. Number 161, $120. Thank you for your bid. All right. 120? 120? That's what we're at. Are we at 110? We're at 110. No, you're 120? Okay, we're at 120. We're looking for 130. Thank you. We're looking for 130. We've got it's a Magnum Playground Cellars, the finest in Napa Valley. All right. We've got 120. We're going once. We're going twice.
Oh.
Sold.
Oh, wait. Oh.
Do we get a bid in?
Was that a bid?
Was that a bid? Okay, 130.
It was before.
Just under the wire. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, good for you. Thank you very much. The suspense is killing
you
us.
have another chance here now.
130.
So you got 130?
130? 130? Okay, 130. Going once? 130 going twice. Sold. To number 181 for $130. Thank you, ma'am.
So, are we continuing on, or did you have something? Okay.
All right. Next item.
Oh, wow. Wait, what? This is the one that allows you to create your premium wine collection. Okay, so your choice of 6 premium wines. So 3 cases of wines were donated by a wine dealer who was given wines from around the world. So this is great. There is a wide variety of premium wines that you may choose from, and they value from $25 to $100 per bottle. So after the auction, you'll get a chance to pick 6 of these wines. So the value, again, is from $150 to $250 for 6 bottles.
All right.
Starting bid is the top 3 bidders. So we have enough wine, so the top 3 bidders will have their choice of wines.
Okay.
Starting bid is at $20.
$20. $20. 131. 20. 100. Okay. 156. Thank you, sir. 156. We're going 110. 107. 110. We're going 120. 6 bottles of wine from around the world. 120. Okay. 156. 120. 120. 120. 120. Anybody higher? Right. You're still in there. 120. Yep. 120. 120. Okay. Oh, there's one in the back. 161 for 120. Okay, great. 120. We're looking for 130. Thank you. 165. 130. 140. All right. 156 is 140. 140. 140. We're looking for 150. We're looking for 150. 6 bottles of wine from around the world. You get to pick them. Premium wines from around the world. Okay. So, anybody else? Anybody else? Anybody else? Okay, we're closing this down.
Do you have any?
The winners are, so we have 3 people. And the okay, so the bids were at 150. So here's the deal. If you're all willing to pay 140, you can all 3 have it for 140. Yes? Yes? Yes. Okay, so number 165, number 156, and number 161. Okay? They all get $3. Now, what we're going to do says, were you the high bidder? You're going to have to take turns. So when you come up, 165. Who were the 3? 165, 156, and 161. So when you come up, all right, you'll be first, you'll be second, you'll be third, pick 2 bottles. The next person pick 2 bottles. The next person pick 2 bottles. Rotate around until you get 6. Okay? 6 each. 6 each. Okay.
Okay, next, item number 4 is a 1-week vacation in Mexico. Yay. There are 6 different locations to choose from. Okay, this is a timeshare studio suite through Universal Vacation Club International Resorts. Okay, donated by the center's very own Dale Carr. Where's Dale Carr?
There's Dale. Okay.
Dale
and-
Carr. Oh, he's back in the back there. Okay.
Okay.
So anyway, your week must be used between October of this year through December 2022. And what's really cool about this too is that most timeshares you have to go from Saturday to Saturday. This you can go any day of the week. So if a lot of times it's easier to travel during the week. So if you want to go Wednesday to Wednesday, right, Dale? Okay.
Right.
And the places you can choose from are Cancun, Puerto Vallarta, the island of Loreto, which that's the golf course one, right? It's supposed to be a fabulous golf course if you like to play golf. Riviera and Dale, I don't know how to pronounce this, Nayarit.
Okay.
And there's 2 properties in Cabo San Lucas. So you'll coordinate the details with Dale on the booking. This does not include food, but
Does not include airfare or food,
Airfare or food,
but
right.
apparently you can buy, there are food packages that you can buy.
yeah, through the concierge, right? Now, it's like, I have to go, wait, what?
Yeah.
It's valued at $700. I mean, this is a great deal for a whole week.
Yeah, and these are all nice resorts. Some of them are 4 or 5 stars, you know, and some of them are a little more homey. But check with Dale, whoever wins the bid.
And
And
the starting bid is only $100.
all right. All right.
Where's your paddle?
So Juan, I think might
Oh,
bid
he's got
$100. I'm not sure, but Juan.
She's got the paddle.
Oh, there we go. $100. Number 107. $100. This is a $700 value a week, and these are all ocean properties. So, yeah. So, 150 online. 175 online. 175. 200. Anybody? We got 200. This is a bargain. All right.
Oh, I thought.
A 108 in the back here. Okay, $100. All right.
How much?
200.
Oh, you're 200?
Oh, the other
200,
100. Yeah.
okay.
Okay, $200.
For 108, paddle 108.
Paddle
$200.
108. All right. We're looking for 150. A week in Mexico. All right. 220. What did we get?
There's a bid for 2. We're looking for 225.
We're looking for 225. Did I hear an online 225?
We got a bid for 200.
Okay, 200 online.
No, hers was 200.
Hers was 200, but that's okay. I think we have multiples on this. So, 225 online. Okay. All right, 225.
okay.
Anybody?
Oh, we
250.
got
Oh, here we go.
250.
162 is 250. And 107, 275.
Go by 50s?
Okay, 300. Okay, we got 300.
How much? We got a 300 here.
300 here, and a 300 online. Okay, we're looking for 350, 350, 350, 107, 350.
Nobody's had a paddle.
162 is 350. Okay,
Oh, wait, no, we don't know. We don't know what is.
162 is 350. So we're at 350. 350, we're looking 400. It's a week in Mexico on the ocean. Okay, we've got 350. We're going to look at that. 350. Anybody? 108. 375. We got. Oh, we're going by 50. 400. Okay. 107.
Anybody 450?
400. Now we're looking for 450. 450 for a week on Mexico at the ocean on the Riviera.
Oh, here we go.
450. Okay, we have 162 for 450.
Anybody 500?
Anybody 500? Anybody 500? Anybody 500? Anybody 500? No? 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 Okay, we're going to close this out, and here's the deal at 450. Going once? Going twice? Sold for $450. Now, we have 2 weeks on this, right?
1 week.
No, but I mean we have two.
No.
We have 2 lots. Dale, did you say you could do 2? Okay, I'll tell you what. So we had a 450 here and a 400 in the back. If you'll go 400.
Wait,
Oh.
your paddle broke?
450. We got 2 at 450. Okay, so 450 and 450. Okay.
You know your number?
Okay.
Okay.
So we're gonna award 2 at 450. Okay, so number one, your number again was 162, and
We'll look.
162, and we don't know. Okay. Yep. Okay, great. Thank you, everybody. Thank you. That was wonderful.
Wow, what a deal!
Yeah.
Such a deal. All right, our next item number 5, is a certificate for the 2022 bottling event at the Reed Family Vineyards. This is going to be a lot of fun. If you've ever wondered how a small family-operated winery gets 3,566 gallons of wine into 18,000 bottles, then you can find out at the annual bottling event at the Reed Family Vineyards next year. So this will be around May or June. I guess it depends on when the wine is ready. Right? The wine will tell you when the bottling truck is ready. Okay. So you can experience the mobile bottling line yourself, or you can just watch if you want to. Then join the crew for lunch and then take home 4 bottles of wine. So the exact date will be determined with the Reeds, and you can have up to 4 people. So the value, it's valued at $400. So if you split that with 3 other people, that's a really good deal. So the starting bid for this experience is only $75.
All right. If you haven't been to the
Oh, we
Reed,
got
if you haven't been to the Reed, it's a
75.
very wonderful little boutique winery on the edge of Napa, and you'll love it. It's just
Okay.
a beautiful little property out here.
And we have 131
Okay,
bidding at
and
75.
$75.
132.
We're at 132 for. We're going up in increments of. Okay, so it's 100. We're going 25 increments of 25. So we have
Okay, so
100, 125, 133.
Wait.
Anybody else? 133. We're looking for, or 130, 125. We're looking for 150.
50.
There's 150.
150, okay.
Number 132, thank you. 150. We're looking for 175. 131.
Anybody
Thank
for
you.
200?
175. Anybody for 200? Uh-oh. A tie. 200. All right. We got 200 and 200. There we go.
225, 250.
250. There we go. 250. Now this is a chance to get your fingers in the goo and get wine all over your place. So, and what these are like semi-trailer trucks, and there are companies, they outfit these to bottle wine, and that's all they do. They just, every spring or whenever the bottling comes, they go around, and you may see them at the Reeds one day and at somebody else the next day, but it looks like a really interesting enough. I had an airplane ride, and I sat next to a guy, and we were talking, and I said, well, what do you do? And he says, we have a wine bottling. I said, what? He says, oh, no, we get these semi-trucks, and we put them all together. I said, geez, how much something like that cost? He says, oh, about $500 a trailer. Okay, or $500,000 a trailer.
That's a big difference.
And and I said, well, how do you make money doing that? And he says, oh, a lot of the boutique wineries, they don't have their own bottling, so we go around and we help them, and we charge them by the bottle or whatever it is. So anyway, this is an experience that you're going to want to go to. And the Reeds, if you don't know the Reeds are the nicest people in the entire world. You'll love this. So, and we're at $200. Okay, so 250. Okay, 250. 300. 300. 300.
300, 130.
300, number 131. Thank you very much.
300.
350. We're looking at 350. We're looking for 350. We're looking We're looking for 350.
350.
350. There you go. All right. It's worth it. Trust me. It'll be worth it. 350. We're looking for 400. Got 350. Who's going to bid 400? Who's going to bid 400? 350. Who will bid 4? We need 4. 350. 350. 350 going once. 350 going twice.
Anybody online?
Sold for $350.
Woo, all right.
Number 132.
Woo.
Plus a free bottle of wine. There you go. All right.
Okay, now we're ready for item number 6. Woo!
This is the good one.
Woo-hoo. This is Stag's Leap Wine Cellars box of 3 premium wines. Stag's Leap. You've probably tasted some Stag's Leap over there, but you haven't tasted these
You
here
haven't tasted
today.
these.
The first is a Fay Cabernet Sauvignon. It's a 2018. I had to look this up, but the Fay, F-A-Y, vineyard is where the story of Stag's Leap Cellars began. Established by pioneer grape grower Nathan Fay in 1961, it was the first planting of Cabernet Sauvignon in what is now the Stag's Leap district. The second wine, SLV, Stag's Leap Vineyard, I guess that sounds right, 2018 Cabernet Sauvignon. And this Cabernet says it's has generous aromas of violet, plum, dark fruit, cocoa dust, and graphite. I don't know what graphite tastes like, do you?
Lick a pencil. You have to lick a pencil.
Okay. On the palate, the wine has a rich, gravelly structure with pure fruit, dusty tannins, and a long, savory finish. And this is the wine that won the 1976 Judgment of Paris. Remember when Warren was over there?
Yeah. Right.
Yeah.
There we go.
This is the wine. And then the third bottle is the Cast 23. It's a 2018. So the 2018 Cast 23 combines the signature perfume notes of the Fay Vineyard with the structure and dark fruit of the SLV. The value of these 3 wines combined is $705.
All right, everybody. You're in Napa Valley, and this is some of the best of Napa Valley right here.
Starting bid
All right.
is $100.
Okay, we're looking for $100.
131.
131. We're looking for what we got?
$300.
$300.
Oh,
Okay.
300.
350. We got anybody 350? It's a $700 value. This bottle of wine right here.
Don't drop that.
Yeah, really. This bottle of wine, just the Cast 23, is a $300 bottle of wine. So there you go. You're getting 2 for free.
Okay. Right.
300. 350? Okay, we got 350, number 162. 350, 400, 156. 400, 156. 400, we're looking for 450. We're looking for 450. You're still saving money. You're getting it free. You're getting a bottle and 2 bottles free. These are all the best of Napa Valley Stag's Vineyard. Okay, Stag's
We need 450.
All right.
450.
We need 450. Okay, we got 450. Uh-oh. 450, 500? No? Okay. We got 450. We're looking
Anybody
for 475. Can we do 475? Anybody do 475? 475. 475. All right. No?
Anybody online?
Okay, anybody online? Okay, 450. Going once. 450 going twice. Sold.
What?
162 for 450.
Oh, don't even miss it.
What? Did we get another bid? 475. Okay, we got a 475. Right under the wire. Oh, man. Oh, come on. It's only another 25. It's only another 25. Like, you're paying for this, and you're paying for
$705
this,
value.
and you're getting this one free.
And the box comes with it.
All right, and the box comes with it. That's right. And we'll even autograph the box. 4, 5, it's another $25. $500. 475, looking for 5. 475, looking for 5. 475, going once. 475, going twice. Sold, 475. Thank you. Thank you for your generosity.
Good deal. Wow.
Paddle number 156.
Drink some more wine there.
You know, Richard, you'll enjoy it, and we'll come over and make sure you do.
Okay. Our next item is a lobster feast gift certificate. So, have you ever been to a lobster boil? Yeah. Fun, right? Now you can entertain up to 15 people with fresh Maine lobster. Napa Valley Lobster Company provides all the fresh ingredients and simple to use equipment you need for boils. But I understand
The chef
the
comes with
chef
it.
comes with it and will make this for you. So it's a yeah. The chef
All right.
comes. The chef will come and do the food for you, right? That's what you told me earlier.
Oh my God, there's so much food.
Yes. Artichokes, sausages, bibs.
The Maine lobster is live.
It's yeah. So you get to watch it go into the water, right? No? Oh.
Paper, the dips, the hands, and the eating. It's so wonderful. It's so much fun with friends. It's unbelievable.
And it's they use a New Orleans style seasoning. Yeah.
Wow.
And
There
then you
you
have
go.
the charm of the Napa alfresco dining, right?
Right.
In your backyard. Yeah.
In your backyard.
In your backyard.
They'll come to your house. They'll bring the chef the food. And they do the cleanup, right?
Rehearsal dinner, yeah. And if you don't have 15 friends, Marvin and I will be happy to
Of
to
course.
join you.
There you go. In fact, we'll bring Richard. He can bring his wine, and then
there
it'll be a party. It'll be a party.
Now this is valued at $1,250.
Okay.
This is, I think, wait, what?
What?
Wait, what? Starting bid is only 150.
All right.
Man.
So we have a lobster feed.
132.
132, but
At
150.
150.
Okay, we're going in 50. So 131 is $200. Here's 250 over here. Number 153, 250. We have 250. Lobster feed for your whole family. 250. $300 right here. 132.
300.
300.
Now we're going through 350.
We have 300. We're looking for
350.
350. Number
153
153.
at 350.
Number 153 at 350. Wait a minute. We got it. 153 at 350. We have that? Okay, we're looking for $400.
400. Anybody?
$400. There we go. Number 131, $400. A lobster feed for your whole neighborhood. Oh,
Oh, 450. 132.
132, 450. We're looking
Anybody?
450. We're looking at
Anybody?
$500.
500.
And how long do they have to use this? Does it say?
Doesn't say.
Doesn't say. Okay.
What?
$500. Okay, 153. $500 lobster feed.
How about
Lobster
550?
feed.
Anybody? 550.
550. Well,
131.
Number 131, 550. Now we're looking for 600. We got 550. We're looking for 600. We're looking for 600. Lobster feed. There we go. 153. Somebody's having a party. I know. 153. Okay, $600. $600. We're looking for 650.
Oh.
We're looking for 650. We're looking for
650.
650. One number 132. 650. Thanks for your help. Through.
Yeah, pitch in.
There's an idea, yeah. Get I was going to say, get a lobster feed, then invite your neighbors and charge them. There you go. Or your friends who will become your ex-friends. There you are. So we're looking at 600. Was that the bid? 550?
600.
$600.
So we're looking for
Okay.
650.
We're looking for 650.
650. 131. Nope.
131, 650. We're looking for 700. 700?
Nope.
Yes, 153, $700.
700. Okay.
All right, $700.
700.
Feed the-
750. Anybody 750? 750.
750,
for
number
131.
131, 750. 750, thank you, but we're looking for 750. All
Oh, I
right.
think she was 750.
Oh, did you do 750? Yeah, no, I think she did 750, right?
750?
750, okay,
Anybody
750, number
800.
131. We're looking for 800.
800.
We're
Right.
looking for 800. We're looking for 800. We're looking for 800. Looking for eight. Okay, number 153. $800.
$800 over here.
$800.
153.
I was going to say she has a big family, so we're going to serve everybody. Okay, $800. We're at 800. Okay, I think we're at $800, right? Okay, 800. We're looking for 850. Anybody?
850.
There we go. One number 131, 850.
850.
Okay, we're looking
Now
for
we're
9. We're looking for 900.
We're at 850. We're
We're
looking for
at 850.
900.
We're looking at 9. We're
Oh,
looking
wait a
at
minute. See
850.
flagging up.
850. 850. We're looking for 900. 850. 850. Again, don't forget, this is for up to 15 people, if you know that many people. Okay. We're going to go 850. Okay, we're going to close this out at 850. 850 going once. 850 going twice. Sold for $850. Thank you for your generosity.
Paddle 131. Okay. All right, this is our final live auction item. And this is wine touring in a corporate suburban for 6 hours. Where's Mike Ward? Is he here? He's probably working. This is our own Mike Ward as your driver. Now, Mike works at the Napa Valley Tours and Transportation, which is a luxury transportation service serving Napa County for 25 years. So I've been around for a long time. Mike will take you to 2 boutique wineries for tastings for up to 6 people. And these are going to be at the Reed Family Vineyard and Darms Lane Vineyard. So the date and time to be mutually agreed upon with Mike Ward. And this offer expires August 31st, 2022. So you've got almost a year to do this. The value of this experience is $1,250. So the starting bid will be at $200.
All right. And if you've ever tried to hire a limo in the valley here for 6 hours, you'll know that $1,250 is a bargain. So anyway, and the 2 boutique wineries, if you're driving up 29 and you pass Darms Lane and you've always wondered what Darms Lane was, well, it's the entrance to the boutique winery, Darms Winery. So the opening bid here is $200 for a 6-hour.
Hey, we're at 132.
132. Okay.
$200.
$200. We're looking for $250. We got $200. We're looking for $250 for a 6-hour wine bash in Napa Valley at Darms and at the Reeds. All right. We're looking for $250. Looking for $250. Okay, there's $250. Number 148, $250. Thank you.
$300. Anybody $300?
We're looking for $300. $300.
$132.
$300. 132. Thank you. 300. We're looking for 350. Okay, who's going to bid 350? Who's going to bid 350? There's 350 right there. Number 148. 350. We got 350.
Anybody 400?
350. This is a $1,200 bargain. So we got 350. Okay.
450.
What? 400. Thank you.
400.
We got 400. $400
Anybody
for a
450?
6-hour wine tour.
6 people.
Private. We're 6 people. For 6 people. 2 of the finest boutique wineries in the Napa
Anybody
Valley.
450? Anybody?
Anybody 450? Anybody 450? Anybody 450? Okay, here you go. $400 going once. $400 going twice. $450. Okay, thank you, sir. Number 148. $450.
We have 500.
We have 500. We have
500.
500. Okay, 500. 132. Uh-oh, we got a bid going here. We got a war. Okay, so we got
500.
500. Okay, 500.
500.
500. 500. We have 500. Now, don't forget,
Anybody?
it's up to 6 people,
550.
6 hours.
550. Anybody?
550. Anybody 550? Anybody 550 for 2 of the finest boutique wineries in
Wait
the
a minute.
Napa
Where's your
Valley?
paddle? Wait a minute.
Uh-oh.
Oh.
We know where you live. Okay, so that's for 500?
550.
550. Okay, we got
550?
550 in the back. Thank you. 550. We got
Anybody?
550.
Anybody 600? Anybody
550.
600?
600.
132.
Okay, we've got 600. Thank you very much. We got 600. Okay. We got 600. 650. We're looking for 650. We got
So
there
650
in the back. Thank you very much. We got 650 looking for 700.
700.
6 hours in a limo, and you don't have to drive yourself. Okay.
Hey,
600.
132. We got
132.
700.
700. Okay.
700. All right.
700. 700. Going
Anybody
once.
750?
700. 700.
750?
750. We're looking for 750. Okay, we're going to close this out.
700.
700. Going once. 700. Going twice. Sold. $700 to bidder 132.
Yay! Woo! Do you have 5 other friends that you can take? You want to?
Everybody wants to be your friend.
That's right. Everybody's got lots of friends
Well,
now.
that's the end of the live auction, right?
Well, let's give our auctioneers a round of applause. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. I also appreciate you guys hanging around. I know the weather is starting to change a little bit. It feels like a little bit of fall here, and that's something to celebrate. We got through the event, and we can enjoy the rain that I think is coming tonight. That's what we hear. I just want to thank everybody here. There's one person I didn't acknowledge before I forget. Don't forget something. Is Lori Hart? Where are you, Lori? Lori Hart, can you come here? Come here. So Lori Hart designed the landscape you see here, and we're in phase 1. There will be more. It's not finished, but I just want to give her a round of applause for all the work she did. So let's give her a round of applause. Thank you. That's all I wanted to do. What's Clear? Help me out, Lori. What's the name of your company? Clear Design? No. Clear the Way Landscape Design. So we appreciate all the work, and we appreciate above all of your participation. Yes, we were here to raise money, but we were also here to raise community and raise consciousness, and all of you were a part of that. So you can check out at the front desk. You can check out on your own phone, actually, with your bid number. Just use your scan the same way you're doing for the silent auction, and any problems you have, we will be glad to help you. So thank you. Thank you very much. Any other last words? What? Oh my gosh. Oh, we have one more thing to do, and I forgot all about it. Feels like the energy's not here for it. So we asked people who maybe you didn't get an item that you wanted, but you want to support the center in some way. So we're just going to skip to the level at $500. If you want to give a cash donation to us, it helps fund our classes, our workshops, as well as the community events that we do here and allow. I just wanted you, I think I don't want to, it feels like it's a different change. So if you're interested in giving a bid of $500 to the community, if you could come see me afterwards and we will talk about that. Because I think it's time to kind of get things rolling. It's 5:30 and time to get things done. We've already announced that. So I appreciate any support you can give. Last year, our donations for Fund Division helped us to do some of the work here in the courtyard, helped us to do a lot of the community work, so it really helps. So if you're interested, come see me afterwards for a $100 or $500 donation. We appreciate it. So thank you for coming out today. We appreciate everything. We love you. And there is still food left, I think. Still food left. There's still drinks. We can't serve wine anymore because it's after a certain hour. But feel free to get some water if you need that and more food. So thank you very much. I appreciate it. Yeah. Bidder 161, could you come up to collect your live auction? Oh, that's 131? 156. What? 161. Who's bidder number 161? I think that was Liz. No? Let me find out who's 161.